sitting in a dark room that smells like bad cucumbers.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Inconceivable!
Now featuring 11 listeners.
This is the Unique Geek.
You slimy scumbag, get on your face and give me 25.
This is the Unique Geek.
And welcome to another edition of 50 Days of DragonCon with all the pew 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 that you could take, and where we say reading is pew 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 fundamental. And
Pew pew pew, really, for reading?
pew 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 pew.
Oh, John, you're a hoot. I loved you. Hello. I was trying to
Hey,
do something. Hey, sorry
I'm
about
back.
that, folks. I all of a sudden just realized that John is hearing me through my mic, and I'm not clicking. Sorry about that. But I'm hearing you through my speakers. I don't know why.
is that what's going on? You're not hearing me in the
No, I'm
well
not hearing
echo
in my
cancellation. Echo cancellation is working really well.
head. Okay,
If that's
well,
any
good.
consolation.
That's good. And I'm all alone down here by myself. So, hi.
So you don't know how to
was your
figure it out.
Yeah.
Should we
no.
Should we get the pirates back?
Don't call the pirates back. We will at some point. We do have to get the pirates back because Tech Ops was wonderful. We loved them.
Mhm.
But I was just very happy I got this up and I could see that it was broadcasting to both YouTube and Facebook. And I was not trying for nothing else. I was very, very scared. So I did not do Jackbox. So we need to invite him back at some point and we'll figure that out.
Oh, were they disappointed? I didn't get to listen to the whole thing. I just got back
I think
today.
they
and put
did.
it up.
I think they kind of knew there was supposed to be a game. I told them there was supposed to be a game, and then I said, but
But we're not going to play a game. Sorry. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
scared. I'm scared.
So what do we got going on at DragonCon?
Well, we got a lot going on, but I want to say right now, the biggest thing is if you are into bands at DragonCon, you should go to dragoncon.org and search performers because a whole lot got it added over the last couple of days. V for Villains. There's a 50s rock punk emo group that's there, and I can't remember their name. And it's going to be awesome. So, yay. Awesome. And if you like bands, you know where they are. They're on the bottom of the Marriott. You can go walk around them. We talked about that with Tech Ops because I talked about how I had to go and find a guitar stand because somebody didn't have one. So, oops. So there's that. Also, again, just trying to get everybody excited for it. We haven't heard yet how to do it or if we're going to be able to do touchless giving through like a QR code or whatever. But you can still go to Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Metro Atlanta and look at their programs. That's going to be our charity, the Defenders of Potential, which I just really hope somebody comes around with a shield like we talked about early on, because that'll be awesome. But yeah, so I'm really excited about it. I think that's going to be a great one. And I know not everybody at DragonCon is from Atlanta, but for those of us who are, it's just wonderful that we're helping smaller groups that are in our area. And Big Brothers, Big Sisters started in Atlanta, which I did not know. So that is very, very cool. So that's
wait,
really
whoa, back up. The whole program started in Atlanta?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah. Oh, that's very, very cool.
Because it was the gentleman who started it wanted something for the boys that didn't have fathers after the war. And so started it kind of in the metro Atlanta area. And I really hope I'm right on that, because if I'm not, I'm probably going to get a lot of angry emails.
Well,
So I'll look it up.
I'll figure it out because,
You're already on the site because you're that quack. You're that quack. Sorry, quick.
I'm a quack. That's true. That is very true.
Look, I was trying to say something about traditions, and I said about transition, and everybody looked at me like, because one of those terms with the group I was with were okay, and then it just got very confusing. So, hey, my body's broken. My body's broke. My whole body is broken. But John.
Yes. Yes.
I know people might be thinking Lee is no longer doing her hair for this wonderful podcast that people are also seeing. You poor people. But I have my hair up in a ponytail, which is what I call it a high and tight, because that's what we called it at Agnes Scott when you wore your ponytail really, really high instead of really, really low. And we didn't have any sororities because I've heard it that. But I can't have hair on my face when I'm reading. And I know you don't have any hair, so that doesn't bother you. Take off the hat.
I am getting.
Okay.
There's hair back there. There's not
hair
very
back
attractive.
There. It is very attractive.
Headphones fell off.
And now he's gonna die. Oh, goody!
Oh, here we are.
The headphone fairies are gonna get him. Yes. No, but I've been doing reading today.
Reading?
I've been doing reading.
That's fundamental.
It is. And there's a new movie coming out with Dune. And I have watched all versions of Dune. But then I always remember, wait, was that in the book? So I am rereading Dune.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who our guest is tonight?
No. Oh, we have a guest? Hold on. Wait. Someone's at the door.
Someone's at the door. We invited her.
Hi.
It's our greatest friend, Sue, the director of sci-fi literature at DragonCon. Hi, Sue.
Hi, guys.
And I really am rereading Dune.
Good.
Because I can't remember what. After you see so many versions, you're like, okay, I know Sting was not in the book, and neither was Kyle McCallaghan.
Was it Zendaya, though? Was that her name?
Sure. I don't know who's in the new one. I was talking about the older versions.
The other version.
Sting and Kyle McLaughlin.
It was McLaughlin's first film, by the way.
It was.
it really?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it was so weird. He was ready for Twin Peaks. So
it was very strange, yes.
Yeah. It's a very, very strange version. But I am rereading it. And then all of a sudden I realized, oops, it's time to go podcast. So, oops. So, hey, Sue. How are you?
Hi, Lee. Hi, John. I'm good.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I am just so glad to see you. I got to see you about 2 weeks ago now, and it was so wonderful because I haven't seen many people that aren't like.
I know.
And I got to
it was
hug,
great.
even though I was wearing a mask. I got to hug people, and if I hug, I got to knock elbows, and it felt so good. So, yay.
Yay.
Yes, it was good to see you. So, yeah, that was a fun meeting, actually.
It was a fun meeting, yeah.
All these people. So, now, you have been on this a lot of times. And at one point, you were basically just sci-fi and fantasy lit at DragonCon. And that is too much for one person to handle.
Right.
So then it got split. And so what exactly do you have what would be under sci-fi lit and not fantasy lit? Other than vampires like that sparkle and some of the new werewolf books and things like that.
I don't believe in sparkly vampires anyway. But,
it's amazing. Did you know how many there is a subgenre of romance books that are about werewolves and vampires, and we're not talking sparklies. We're talking old adult people.
Right.
So yeah, I was absolutely amazed when I found that out about a month ago. I was like, So yeah.
Yeah. But basically, we cover anything that's based in actual science or extrapolating from what's real now as to what might be in the future. I also do military science fiction. And pretty much a lot of other things too, which can get into a gray area sometimes, but don't tell anybody.
Well, a lot of the tracks are sometimes living in gray areas anyway, right?
Yeah, it kind of becomes like that. But that's okay because we can work it out. I'm not going to sing.
Work it out.
I'm going to sing.
Work it out.
Work it
No,
out.
not need to hear
No.
that.
We're not going to sing. No.
No. But yeah, so like 2010 would be
Mhm.
Sci-Fi Lit.
Yes. Oh, was it? Wow.
Well, yeah, I would think Sci-Fi Lit, wouldn't it? Sci-Fi.
Oh, 2010. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
The book, not two.
I was confused. Okay. I'm confused.
All right,
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, Sue. I was right there with you. I was like,
Thank you,
she's
John.
talking
Thank
about
you.
the year?
The book.
What is-
Because I thought you were talking about when
2001.
Sci-Fi Lit started.
And I said
But
2010, and actually I meant 2001, which tells y'all that even in the brain, the
well,
one
2001 was before 2010, both in years and books. So
Yeah, so that one would be you, but like Pern would be.
no, I have Pern.
You have Pern.
The reason I have Pern is because
Okay.
Anne McCaffrey was adamant that her dragons are scientific. And basically, if you read a lot of the Pern books, you find out that they were genetically engineered to help fight Thread way back in the history of Pern.
Oh,
It was handled under fantasy for a long time because the former director of the Fantasy Lit used to run the Pern track. So,
gotcha.
we let her have that, and since she's not there anymore, well, I don't know if that's the reason, but currently I have Pern.
kind of moved it back over. Yeah. Well, then that's good. I mean, that's the way a lot of DragonCon works. You're like,
Yeah.
it could go here or here. Right now, we're going to put it here, but if things change, you never know.
Yeah, and it did. So, and I'm happy to do it. It's
And we have a really cool guest of honor this year.
we do. John Scalzi is our literary guest of honor. If you might know him from Old Man's War, which I think is a brilliant novel. And
Red Shirts.
Red Shirts, yes. And I saw on his Facebook today, by the way, that Tor is giving away copies of Red Shirts.
Ooh.
So if you're interested, I think you go to the Tor page. I'm not sure, but he posted it on his page on Facebook. So
are they
Scalzi
doing
did.
it at DragonCon, or they're just giving them
No,
away?
I think it's prior to DragonCon.
Okay, cool.
I don't remember all the details, but
Go get a free copy. Free copies are great.
free copies are good. And Red Shirts was an interesting book
Yes.
for me.
To me, it was too, and it had its tongue firmly in cheek, and yet
Yes,
was
indeed.
still not satire. I mean, it ran a really fine line to me.
It's a very fine line, and I think he did very well with it.
He did, yes, better than a lot of people. You know, it's kind of like when you say
Indeed.
Orville is more Star Trek than Star Trek. You're like, okay, there's fine lines here. We're talking about people, but
Yeah.
So, and that's my understanding too, because if somebody comes in and going, hey, I want to talk about these Star Trek books or these Star Wars books, those are actually in those tracks, correct?
They have their own tracks, yes. Star Wars and Star Trek both have their own track.
So most of those that if it's with a show or a movie or whatever. Well,
I don't have any what they call media guests in my track because I don't have any shows that are really
media related. Yeah. I'd love to see a mini series of Red Shirts, though, in case anybody's listening.
Oh, that would be neat. That would be neat.
That would be
Netflix
very
needs to
neat.
get on that.
Netflix needs, yes. They're okay. Here we go.
Yay!
Does it say how we can sign up to get a copy?
No, I'm looking that up still.
Okay.
Oh, he's looking that up. John looks it up. That's always so nice to us. And he'll put the link in the show
Very
notes,
good.
which is great.
Yay.
So Sue, what else are you guys going to be doing? I mean, what are some of the other authors and what's
Well, we've got a lot of our usuals. David Weber will be there again this year.
Yep.
Also Kevin Anderson.
Yep.
I'm doing a Dune panel with Kevin and some other people.
Good. Yeah, because he did.
As a matter of fact, yes. Because the new movie is coming out, and Kevin and Brian Herbert continued the stories after Frank Herbert passed. So, unfortunately, I don't think Brian is going to make it, but
Yeah. That
we'll
happens.
still have a great panel.
You know, hey, we're going to have a great panel no matter what, and we're going to have fun no matter what. Even though 2020, you got to be a lot of patience and a lot of flexing. But
Exactly. I've also got a live Dungeons and Dragons game DM'd by John Hartness of Falstaff Books, which will include a number of writers, including our guest of honor, John Scalzi, and Charles Gannon, and a couple of other, Gail Martin, I think, a couple of others.
That's very cool.
And John tells me it will work. We're supposed to have a way for people to donate to the charity, and for each $1 or $2 that they donate, they get to influence the game. As I said, I'm not a gamer, so I'm not sure of the exact mechanics of it. But John tells me it will work.
I bet it will work. And by the way, people, if you're also a Stranger Things fan, make sure to give some money so a Demigorgon can come and eat them all. Book giveaway for Red Shirt.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
How we do
so
it?
that Red Shirts giveaway. It's basically a drawing. But it's over at Goodreads. They did give away the PDF version of Tor did directly. Give away the PDF version back in 2020.
I misunderstood them.
Yeah, back in 2020. They were probably just trying to keep everyone calm back there. Back then.
I also remember it was one of those things that a couple of publishing companies did where they said, we're going to just give away some books because y'all got time to read right now. So,
yeah.
But very cool. And, okay, so John, I can't wait to see how that Dungeons and Dragons thing goes.
I can't either.
And you and I already chatted earlier that neither one of us play D&D, but we know what it is and we do watch. I
know what it is. I know the basics. I just don't play it. John has done a live D&D game with various writers at other conventions, so I know it can be done.
Excellent.
And what else are we doing? I'm once again doing my first contact improv. It's a late night panel.
And improv? Whoa.
The scenario is a first contact scenario. And each of the participants is given a role in either the ship or the planet, that they are to play, and then they go from there.
And how do you get people to do this improv? Is it audience or?
Currently, it's just what we've done so far is just the panelists. Rob Hampson has created it for me a few years back, and we have Keith DeCandido, who is a lot of fun.
He is fun.
And I put Alethea Huntus on it. I haven't seen her in improv yet, but I figure she can handle it. And Charles Gannon is also on it.
That sounds really awesome.
When
will that be?
Sorry, that is on Friday night at 10. Huh?
Plan. Sorry. Yeah.
Currently planned for Friday night at 10 p.m.
Okay, folks, and as we've talked about before, it's 10 p.m. So
all bets are off.
Yep.
All bets are off.
Right.
Clothes should be worn. I mean, she's not doing so yeah.
I don't censor my people after 10 p.m. if they want to. And I've marked it as mature, so you should see it when you get your app.
There you go. Sounds awesome. And the app's not out yet. Don't ask. Don't.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No.
That's why I said when you get your app. Not
when you get your Exactly. So that is really cool too. I love that. I didn't know you did improv. I guess I forgot about that. That is really neat. Because 2019 seems so long ago. Galaxy, very, very,
very far away. Yeah,
far away and different.
Indeed.
A little bit.
We're gonna explore superheroes as science fiction.
Oh, what does that mean?
Yeah.
It means that there's a whole kind of a subgenre, I think, of people writing superhero in a science fiction, like in a futuristic world or something, but they have some sort of power or they have some sort of mechanical assistance or something that helps them do things that normal people can't do. And I've got Dan Jolly, who has written a great superhero novel, science fiction novel, but he was also, I believe he was one of the co-creators of Firestorm, the DC character Firestorm.
Oh, very cool.
Oh,
And I met him at a convention a little while ago. He's a great guy.
John, what
Right,
were you
so-
saying?
I was going to say, my buddy Shag would be thrilled to know that that's happening this year.
Yeah, that is the very
Because
good.
he runs Firestorm Fan, and they has a Water and Fire.
I did not know that, but that's
an
cool.
Aquaman and Firestorm themed podcast, as you know you do, because
That's
we've broken
an
down
interesting
podcasts
combination.
to that level.
That's an interesting combination, yeah.
We would
It's
call
again,
that
John.
niche.
What did we talk about? That fine line, man. It's
Yeah,
a fine line.
line.
It is an excellent. It is an excellent podcast. I do suggest you go check it
Yeah.
out. So,
And he
But,
is, and Shag is awesome too. We like
yeah,
Shag.
Shag's good buddy.
I like.
And he started right here on the Unique Geek. His first podcast was on the Unique Geek back when we did regular weekly podcasts. Anyway, go on.
Regular
Sorry,
weekly podcast.
I digress.
DragonCon. Of course, you digressed.
Of course, it's digressing.
Yes, and so you also have military sci-fi.
I
So
do.
what are you doing in military sci-fi literature.
I'm doing a panel on future weapons, which is basically current weapons that might morph into something else in the future, things that are being considered, or things that people have created for their, novels that might or might not work.
So, like, a taser could become a stunner. I am really.
It could.
That would be.
I'm thinking more along the lines of big guns, but my
okay.
panelists are will handle that quite well.
They will handle it quite well. I'm sure
Yeah.
they will. Because I'm Mr. Ringo going to be there?
Unfortunately, John is canceled for this year.
Oh, okay.
He's not going to. Yeah,
He is a great
Yeah.
military
I
sci-fi
would
person.
have he would have been on that panel were he to attend.
All right. I did not take the cancellations before I sat as you.
That's okay. That's okay. He is not coming, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It
And as I
this
say
year.
that. Oh, no,
Yeah.
you go, John, first.
I was going to mention again. It's a good reminder to always check the updates on the guests, and it's also a good reminder that this
Indeed.
year is DragonCon in general is controlled chaos. This year it will be probably more chaotic than in the past. Just given, and when I talk about that, I talk about like guests and panels and things like that, because things are going to be in flux up until the Tuesday after DragonCon. So it'll be an interesting year, and we've all gotten accustomed to adjusting and on the whim over the last year and a half. If anything, that's what we've learned to do. So we just continue to do that. And DragonCon has taught us well years before to just be patient and adjust as needed.
Can't get from the Hyatt to the Marriott? Well, then just be flexible and find something you want to look at the Hyatt. But
Exactly.
DragonCon's taught us that. And I just want to tell people there is a place for cancellation. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, see it on the screen there. Yeah.
On the web page. Yeah.
On the
webpage, there is-
webpage, if you go to the featured guest area and you go all the way to the bottom.
All the way to the bottom. Cancellations, and there'll be a list.
Cancellations, unfortunately, but hey, welcome to 2021. It's
Yeah.
better than last year. There you go. I don't know what else to say, but so. And also, just a reminder, you might want to wear a mask. And if you do, you still got time to go to Etsy and find one in your favorite fandom, or I bet you can find some with a book on it. Can't you, Sue?
I bet
there
you
are
will.
a lot of books.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's the
There you go.
cancellations.
Etsy book mask. I bet that I'm going to my app in a minute. See if my favorite literature is there. So yeah, that is great. So that sounds a lot of fun. I mean, you're also doing okay. So you talked about like what are some of the other panels? Do you always do author readings, or
Well, author readings is a separate
Right.
kind of
Separate
track
room.
thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not doesn't take place in my room.
Mhm. And also, people, if you're wondering about author signing, they're at those
They're
are
in the
different-
Marriott, I believe, downstairs.
but they are in the app, so you can
Yes,
find them
they should
when
be.
the app comes out. So yeah,
Mhm.
but that is always great, and I'm so excited about Scalzi coming. I think that's just going to be so neat to hear some of his stuff.
Yeah.
He's got to be. Yeah.
I need to say that we're doing. I'm doing two kind of memorial panels. One
Oh.
for Jerry Purnell because our last in-person convention was Jerry's last convention before he passed.
Oh no, that's right.
Yeah, and his sons are both coming to the convention, so we're going to do a remembering Jerry Purnell panel, and
Okay.
also we're doing a Mike Resnick memorial. Because Mike was a great friend to the convention, and he passed in January of last year, I believe,
Yeah.
20. And so I'm happy about that because I'm an old time fan, and I remember hanging out at literary conventions with Mike and Jerry years and years and years ago. So I'm excited about both those.
That is very cool. Very awesome. Okay, so that'll be good. And are there any other panels, excuse me, topic-wise? You talked about military weapons. We've talked about some other stuff.
We're doing a medicine and science fiction panel.
Ooh, okay.
All my panelists are doctors of some shape or form.
Very nice.
In real life as well.
They are real-life doctors, not just playing them at DragonCon.
Not
They don't just
okay.
play them on the typewriter.
Not Dr. Bashir.
Not Dr. Bashir.
No. And I have one on space opera.
Klingon?
Explain.
No, not singing opera, space opera. Like it's a genre. It's a subgenre.
Oh, okay.
It's like
So
big battles in
gotcha.
space and,
Yeah.
and
Would do
like Lensman and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, would Dune?
Sorry,
Would
I'm not
Dune?
sure Dune would qualify as space opera, but
Okay.
it could, I suppose. But
Does it require people to have horns in their heads?
no,
No. Okay.
not that kind of opera, John.
Does it require to be written in Italian?
No,
Okay.
Or French.
I suppose it could be, but not in this case.
But that's not a requirement. Okay.
No. Klingon, however, will be.
Yes, it must be written in Klingon.
Klingon will be another track in the Star Trek track.
Ask Garrett about that one because that's who'll handle it. So
I don't know if they're doing it. At one point, the Star Trek track did Klingon karaoke. So I never attended, so I don't really know how that worked. But
there's got to be videos somewhere because a part of me is like just the idea of Klingon karaoke, and then if they're really into it, throwing people around and talking about blood wine and oh wow, okay,
yeah,
and gah, which
God.
and I've eaten a lot of weird stuff and gah. But I don't think I could do the live worms. I really don't.
I couldn't do the live worms. No.
And I've eaten crickets. Crickets were crunchy. I don't think I could do that.
How about boiled peanuts?
I have eaten boiled peanuts.
I love boiled peanuts.
That tastes like some sort of alien food to me. I mean, it's
It kind of does. Very salty alien
I guess it
food.
could. Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah. Salty alien food that is going to kill you.
Salty. Yes. Very.
Now, Sue, do you do any like dances or anything like that? Any big special event like that?
I do not. But I do have 3 really good games. I do Starship Showdown, which is basically brackets for the various starships and go up against each other, and then the audience gets to decide who wins.
Wow.
It's a lot of fun. I do a SFJ.
It sounds like a lot of fun. I'm just kind of like wondering what starships
Now,
Well,
now
the
have you had
the
repeat
one
winners
year
of
we
that? Or? Oh, good.
the one year we ended up in the final bracket with the Borg versus the replicators from Stargate,
Oh.
and yeah,
Who won?
it was kind of like they merged,
All right, fair
and
enough.
That would be a
neither one.
terrifying merger, actually.
It would, yeah.
Be a very terrifying merger. So, okay, yeah.
I
And
also
then-
do SF Jeopardy every year, which is on Saturday. It's a Jeopardy style game based on science fiction of all kinds: books, movies, comics, TV.
Okay.
John, you love to read. You should go and do that.
Oh, yes. I read all the time.
You have all this time, and where'd he go?
I was sneaking out of the room.
Probably him being the one in charge of this meeting. Yeah.
I was
Oh,
sneaking out of the
listen.
room
And I
because
have
I had to go read.
not right now.
I
No, right now,
assume-
I do
I know
this.
we've established this before in the past, but I really don't
We
read
also
that
have
much.
a win lose or draw DragonCon edition,
That I can do.
which is a heck
Now,
of a lot.
okay,
of
how
fun.
do you do lose or draw for DragonCon?
Well, we take things from DragonCon, either from the program book or like Masquerade might be a word, some, and we have our people try to we divide the room into half. Each team is one half of the room, and they get to try and guess whatever their person is drawing. All the answers have to do with DragonCon in some
Okay.
way. It's either a guest, it's something that happens there. It's, the carpet maybe.
I got the carpet in my bag over here near me because I have the DragonCon Marriott carpet mask because I love it. I'm sorry. When you said win, lose, or draw, all I could think of was Chidi Anagonye on The Good Place who couldn't draw anything
Oh yeah, I
because
love
it took
that
him
show.
too long to decide how to draw. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I giggle about now whenever I think about things like charades or win, lose, or
Mhm.
draw and things like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
John, by the way, you're lagging because of your blue screen.
I think I'm doing fine over on this side.
Okay, well, all right. Then just
1, 2,
my
3.
crappy computer.
I don't see him lagging, so
Okay.
maybe it's just you.
He likes to yell about my computer. Don't worry about it.
I'm not yelling about it. I'm not yelling about it. I'm good.
You were flustered about it, but that's okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Everything
okay.
is groovy, man. Just gotta take it easy, man.
Take it easy. Got to be flexible, John. Flexible.
Mhm.
Yes.
Handle. All right. So cool. Okay, those are really cool too. I like those. And then of course, you already said the D&D game, which is gonna
Yes.
be. I bet with those authors, that will be rather fun to watch. Actually,
Yes, I
really
believe it will. I believe it
very
will.
Yes. And if you
Mhm.
have audience participation and they can throw out, oh, your wizard is dead and now you've replaced him with Teal from Stargate. I don't know. But something weird,
That would be cool, but as I said, I have to talk to John
all
about the
them.
mechanics about it.
Yep. It's all them, not you. So
Yeah.
very cool. All right. And so Sue, where's the best place oh, John.
Oh, carpet.
That is
You
rather
mentioned, you
migraine.
mentioned the Marriott carpet. It must be invoked.
That is a bit migraine inducing. Wow. Ooh. I'm gonna take off my glasses for that one. Wow. That is dang bright. So Sue, if people want to find out more about you before con, where do you go for social media or any other information about that?
We are on Facebook at DragonCon Sci-Fi Literature,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a YouTube channel that we've only used like last year, so I don't know what it is.
That happens. Cool. All right. And so now, John.
Oh, okay. We're ready.
Are we ready?
Are we there? Oh, yeah. I guess I should send everyone the code. Yeah. So, Sue, as we mentioned, we play, and because you've been on before, we play games.
Yeah.
This year, we've taken advantage of the technologies that we have, and so we're playing we're gonna play a game of Whiplash with you, and if anybody in our audience wants to join us after I've. If you look at your private chat, I'll go ahead and send the room code there, and then I'll open it up to the rest of the folks.
Thank you.
Okay.
And now I have to go find my little Jackbox wherever I put it, or just do a new one.
Go
Okay.
to jackbox.tv.
Yeah, I know.
Which you could also do.
What
There's the
yeah.
there in the
Okay.
private
I'll
chat.
leave it
There's the thing.
Hold on.
Yeah, I know. I had to really look close too. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I guess I should have done that in all caps. That would have helped.
Okay. I think I'm ready.
There we go.
I'm ready.
I see Lee in there. Waiting for Sue. There we go. There's Sue.
Yay.
All right, so let me go ahead and show the rest of the room if they want to join. We'll allow for just a couple of minutes.
I really like the purple one.
Now, Sue, while we're waiting, are there any, for those of us that maybe don't read that much, are there any what I would call easy reads that you would suggest in your genre?
Easy reads. Try anything by Ray Bradbury.
Ray Bradbury, I've heard of him. He
Robert
seems to be very
Heinlein
popular.
Juveniles.
Okay.
Well, we call them juveniles. They weren't really written for young people, I don't think, but they're called juveniles. They have young people as protagonists mostly.
Very nice.
Okay.
My favorite is Star Beast, excuse, but easy reads.
I would also think anything by Philip K. Dick. At my
Easy reads. I'm not sure about that, Lee.
yeah, no. Now that I think of it, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because this was really weird. They're not the same things that any movies or anything you think you know.
No, they are not. The movies they make of Philip K. Dick stories are not exactly Philip K. Dick stories.
And John, the great thing about Asimov is there are so many short stories that he did too.
Exactly. Asimov would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot of those because at the time he was writing, there were all these magazines that would publish stories from authors.
So there's lots of short stories. Yeah.
And there are lots of short stories that he has that are very fun to read. And actually, they are a good short read. So
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Maybe I will take on one of those and actually, do, because I actually have been reading a little more than I have in the past as of late. Because I find I just have more time, and then it gives me an excuse not to do something else.
Gee, I don't know why.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why
Really
you got
weird.
time, John. Come on.
All right, I think we got enough people in the room now, so I'm going to go ahead and start the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
The name of this game is Whiplash III, the quips of our fathers. If you've played this game before, you know that my name is Schmitty, and I'm basically harmless. And if you're not in the game, the next best thing is the audience. Enter the room code to get in there and vote. This is round one. You're going to see 2 prompts on your device. Answer each one with a brilliant response. Soon you'll go up against another player's answers while everyone else votes for their favorite. You'll rake in the points based on the percentage of people who dig your response. Got it? Great.
All right, so this is the part where I tell the audience listening at home, I'll see you in just a second. We're going to cut this part out. Everyone who's watching, you're probably playing and or doing whatever. So answer your stuff.
I can't.
I'll turn down the volume to allow people to concentrate a little more.
Can't see this.
It's quip time.
All right, we got everyone's answers in. Here we go.
Kicking things off.
The one thing Green Lantern isn't allowed to create with his
Make
ring.
your vote count.
Is it a new costume or a good movie? I know what my vote's for.
Ryan, we love you and so many other things.
And a good movie wins.
Yay!
Of course.
Sorry.
And next is
Sorry, Sue. Before pew pew, lasers made this sound. Hee-haw!
decisions.
Or poo poo poo. Before pew pew, lasers made. I was making that sound earlier. Made this sound. Hee-haw! Or poo poo poo. Poo poo poo. Or just poo poo would probably been.
Don't you have a pew pew sound on the
I probably do over on the.
intro too? Yeah.
Hey, my answer won. Mine was poo poo poo.
And here we have
Oh, the thought police will say Sue is about to.
choose your favorite.
Sorry, the crime. The thought police will say Sue is about to commit. Certainly not a crime. Or beat people who talk while she's reading. Let's see. Okay, get my vote in.
I already voted. That was easy.
So it's either Sue's about to commit either not a crime or beat people who talk while she's reading. Beat people while talk while she is reading.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's see the next one.
You take a special pill if it allowed you to blank for 5 minutes. See through clothes or fly? Now let's see. How do I want to be known on the internet? Creepy guy? Fly. Fly won, which was Sue's answer, beatingly.
Yay.
An odd order for Jean-Luc Picard. Set your phasers to blank. Fabulous or disco? I like both those answers, by the way.
I
Both
really
those answers
did
are really
too.
well
I
done.
like them too.
Set
yeah.
your phasers
Those
to
are good.
fabulous or
Those
disco.
are good.
Disco. Can't we do fabulous disco?
Fabulous one, but
Fabulous was
disco.
awesome. I mean, really.
Disco
yeah.
certainly deserves better than that. The form an alien would take to make you comfortable while communicating. As a giraffe or a book? Giraffe or book?
John, did you know giraffes have purple tongues?
I did not know that, but now I do.
I didn't know
And-
that either. That's cool.
And they'll kiss you.
A book wins, and that was Eternal Zan beating out my answer of giraffe.
And I answered giraffe for you.
Question: why do aliens avoid video cameras? Answer: mirrors, or their antennae always get cut off in the pics. Why do aliens? Got my answer in. They avoid cameras because of their antennae getting cut off in the pics.
I won one!
That was Lee. And got all the votes in that one.
Sorry, pal family. We still love
I'll never
you.
forget you round one, but now it's time to look at the scores.
Okay, in the lead, we have. Hold on. Steve is in the lead with Lee right behind him. All right.
I hope you shook off the nerves because it gets real in round two. The prompts are more demanding, so I've doubled the points.
And podcast folks, I'll see you in a minute. Those watching, enjoy these graphics.
Oh dear.
It's also a good time to remind folks you can always email us at 50days@theuniquegeek.com. And also call our comment line at 813-3210-TUG. That's 813-3210-884. Sharon wanted us to know that she did misread the question earlier.
Sharon, we all do that at least once.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
We still love you.
it's okay.
Because you're here watching us.
Safety quips.
Sam just pointed out that I have the same job Sigourney Weaver had in Galaxy Quest, which is just repeating the
And now
computer.
it begins.
That was very funny. Thank you, Sam.
Let's break the ice with
What humanity will evolve to after 1,000,000 years? Energy or companions to aliens? I got my answer. What we will evolve to after 1,000,000 years, what humanity will evolve to. Energy or companions to aliens? Sue won it with energy. Splitting the room almost, though.
John, you and I
Yes.
answered the same way a lot of times.
I know. We're not as bad. I will say we're not as bad as Kevin and Phil, though. Anyway,
No, we are not.
they
No.
were answering literally this. Anyway, not picking. Besides a fly, what's the worst thing a teleporter could combine with you? An alien or Jeff Goldblum? Besides a fly, what's the worst thing a teleporter could combine with you? An alien or Jeff Goldblum? Jeff Goldblum won.
All the
that
way
was
up,
actually
man. Good job.
Zan's on a roll tonight.
let's keep it going.
Also, aliens.
Okay, red shirt.
Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip.
Okay, red shirt crew members usually die. What happens to bedazzled shirt crew members?
Oh,
They become fabulous, or they have to clean out the holodeck filters.
John,
I like one more than the other, but I like both of them.
they're
I like
pretty
both of
good.
them, yeah.
They become
Almost
fabulous.
the same.
Next we have
I gotta tell you something about Alien in a minute.
The weirdest thing you to do if you were the last person on Earth: run naked around, well, everywhere, or check Twitter. The weirdest thing to do if you're the last person on Earth: run
I
around
like them
naked,
both, but
well, everywhere.
Why not
Yes.
both? I'm sorry.
I wish I could vote for
Why not
both, but check Twitter wins, and that is Steve beating out Lee.
That was a good one too.
How do you know your smartphone is plotting against you? Several mistakes, or it is on? I don't remember if this is a comment too, but the end of Battlestar 5 or every episode of Doctor Who. I won! I beat.
yay!
Yeah. So how do I know my smartphone is plotting against me? It is
And
on.
now-
It's turned on. A good way to tell if your spouse has been replaced by a shape-shifting alien. She laughs at my jokes, or he puts up his clothes.
Oh, this is toughy.
Hmm.
How
That
do you
is
know if your
toughy,
spouse
but-
has been replaced by a shape-shifting alien? Laughs at my jokes, or puts up his clothes? She laughs at my jokes. That was actually my answer.
next on the
Barely
docket.
won that one.
And that is the way you'll know.
The only thing a sonic screwdriver can't
All
open
right, people, it's voting time.
is either a cabinet or a wooden door. The only thing a sonic screwdriver can't open: a cabinet or a wooden door.
And John, you know,
Yes.
Alien is Fox, and Fox got bought by the mouse.
Yeah.
A
So now
cabinet
we have-
wasn't. So now the Alien Queen is actually a Disney princess.
Let's see how it'll be remembered.
I thought it was Ripley and somebody.
You got it.
If Sage was here, he might answer that. There's Eternal Zan has jumped into the lead.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Yes.
Now for Whiplash. A crazy final round that
Final
came to me in a
round.
fever dream. You'll each get a prompt that needs 3 separate responses. Got all that? Good. And seeing how we have an odd number game, you'll be going against me. How about that?
Oh, Ricky is going up against, well,
Okay.
automation, a robot. All right. And where we go? I don't know how to answer this.
Oh dear.
Trying to be family friendly.
Oh,
That's the hardest part about this.
I forgot that part. It's not too bad. Sorry. Oops.
I'm not happy about my answers here.
No, I'm happy with my answer. I just oops.
What happened?
We're just waiting on people.
There you are.
Oh, okay. Oh, she lost it. We're back. Okay, I answered.
Seconds left.
Why is mine not showing up that I answered?
No. It goes away when you answer.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
See those threats?
All right. I answered. I'm not happy about my answers, but I've answered.
I'm not
anyway.
real happy with all mine, but
Okay. Forget Westworld. The 3 worlds I want to experience are Jurassic World, Olympus, and Disney World, or a Renaissance fair actor, locker room fungus, and hot yoga. I'm gonna bet this was automated. Yeah, it was Schmitty. Because I made absolutely no sense. Congratulations, Ricky.
Yay, you won.
Those are 3 worlds I would like to
I
visit.
tip my hat
I did
to you.
too. Well, maybe not Jurassic World.
Okay, 3 most common holodeck programs: Sex on Riza, Sex with Spock, or Sex with Picard. And other ones are Riza, Sherlock Holmes, and Janeway's porn.
Ooh.
Oh, those are
John,
tough.
that's Riza. You can tell you don't watch Star Trek. Riza.
Didn't I say Riza?
You said Riza.
you said
Oh,
Risa.
you know why? Because they're spelled 2 different ways. I don't know which way it's supposed
And
to
I have no idea which one is right, but I know both of them have been used. So.
Yay!
I did actually know it was Riza. I mean, I do know it's the Pleasure Planet. I just
Yeah.
didn't. Okay. Besides the Vulcan nerve pinch and mind meld, what are 3 other Vulcan techniques? Brain bleed, meditation. I don't know what that last one's supposed to be.
Sheila.
Sailot training.
Training.
It's
Oh,
the
I don't know what
animals.
Oh, okay.
It's a pet.
Oh, okay, gotcha. People's eyebrows. Oh, the people's eyebrow. I get it. Downward dog and missionary. What are 3 other Vulcan techniques? Brain bleed,
We gotta remind people of
Yeah.
we gotta remind
I wasn't happy with mine there.
I thought I was gonna. Oh.
Okay. 3 shocking Batman. 3 shocking things found on Batman's utility belt: rubber hose, clown makeup, and plastic poo, sonic screwdriver, spiderweb shooters, and Thor's hammer. 3 shocking things found on Batman's utility belt:
This one's tough.
It is.
rubber hose, clown makeup,
It's a tough one.
plastic poo.
Almost down the middle.
Now you understand why it was hard for me to answer the way that I answered.
That is
Yeah.
it. Well, except for this last part.
All right, here's the final answer. Here's the final results. I won!
You won! Yay!
Steve came in second. I missed the rest of it. I think Zan was third.
I think I was fourth or fifth. I don't remember.
I was third. Because I'm watching where you and I come in.
Lee did get the top answers. All right, so we will. So did Zan. All right, we will bring that back down. Okay, Sue.
Okay.
Right.
Well, thank you for joining us. Again, remind people where they can find more information about your track and also where your track is physically located, as far as we know right now.
Right now, we are physically located in Embassy Rooms A and B in the Hyatt International Tower.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to SciFi, DragonCon Sci-Fi Literature on Facebook, or contact us via email, dcsflit@dragoncon.org.
Sweet. All right.
Not DCF, I'm sorry, sflit@dragoncon.org.
sflit@dragoncon.org.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so thank you again, Sue, for joining us. I appreciate it. And
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I mean, it's always our pleasure to have you, Sue.
Thank you, John.
So, and please, especially as a reminder this year, if you're there in person, not on virtual, well, even on virtual DragonCon, to be honest with you, please be nice to the volunteers. Please.
Please.
And as a reminder, all the directors are volunteers. They do this because they love it. And this year especially, let's be respectful of each other and do our best to not be stupid.
Don't be that guy or that
Yeah, don't be
gal
that guy,
or that,
exactly.
that human being. Just don't.
Just don't.
Gotta.
We will appreciate it.
So until next time, for Sue, Lee, and our friends watching on the stream, this is John saying peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This was a production of The Unique Geek. Call our comment line at 8133210TUG. That's 81332108884. Email us at thegeeks@theuniquegeek.com or 50days@theuniquegeek.com. Follow The Unique Geek on Facebook and Twitter. This podcast is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike license.